Hi, I'm Kai, your modern green goddess, and welcome to my 2022 most used makeup items. Super excited to do this video with you guys today. Let's get started. Okay, so I wore makeup and then I didn't wear makeup and I wore makeup and I didn't wear makeup this year. It's been a roller coaster, and that's mainly because as a professional makeup artist, I have to wear gear now to do makeup because of the panini. So I went from being a person who wore makeup every single day to wearing it just like, on outings. But also discovering that I like a little bit of something when I do even small mundane things. It's something I discovered about myself this year. So that will kind of explain some of these things, and then others are just fun surprises. So here we go. So speaking of let's go into no makeup. This was, there was a Say Beauty highlighter I'm wearing it right now that I definitely used to death this year, but I use this more than that, and that is the Graydon Face Glow. It says it's a tinted moisturizer, primer, and illuminator. On me personally, there's no way this could be a tinted moisturizer. It's too light, but also it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't have any color. Like, it's pale pink. So I feel like it could only be a tinted moisturizer on a very fair person. But it's an amazing kind of primer and illuminator. Do you see that glow it gives? So let me tell you what I use this for. And some people are might be like, really? That's what you use this for? But I use it all year. And I used an entire one up, or I'm almost done with one and moving into a new one actually. So I use this for the days where I didn't want to wear any makeup, but I wanted to look better than not wearing makeup, if that makes sense. So here's a great example. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I meet up with two different friends. We go to a workout class, and then afterwards we hang out and chit chat. Sometimes we will go to Starbucks or go to lunch or something afterwards. Still in my yoga clothes, but because I'm going somewhere else, I want my skin to still look lovely, but I don't want to wear makeup. And this fits the bill. I don't know if you can see the difference between this hand, maybe not, and this one because I don't have my light on, but this just makes your skin look luminous. Also, if something is light reflective, it reflects away things like dark spots or tiredness and things like that. So I put it around my eyes, the bridge of my nose, a little on my forehead, a little on my chin. Sometimes I'll throw a little on my cheeks just so that my skin looks nice. And it works. And I really like it. I just leave it next to my skincare and I throw it on right on top of my skincare, and it's been great for me this year. So same lines, we're staying in the kind of no makeup. You want to go to yoga, you're going to go to Starbucks and meet your girlfriend after, just casual makeup. One of the things I used, it wasn't in this shade, but it was the Jamie Makeup Gloss. So Jamie Makeup is a celebrity makeup artist, and she makes kind of crossover products. So she has one called Blylighter, which is a combination of highlight and blush, like a cream blush. And then Bloss is, am I saying that right? I think so, is lip balm and lip gloss mixed together. It comes in colors, like this one is nude, which is pretty too. But my favorite one actually was the one called the clear one. If you have dry lips or really full lips, you know that sometimes you have to just stay up on your moisturizing game, because if you have full lips, it's very noticeable. And I love these because I don't know if you can see it on this one because the nude one is really light, but it's very shiny, but also because it's a lip balm, it's very, very hydrating. So if I have, do you see that? If I have this on, and then I have my little Grade and Face Glow on, and then like a little clear brow gel, like I feel like I look cute, but I don't really have on makeup. And the other reason that I love the clear one is because it's clear. So like if I go somewhere and I have to put a mask on, it doesn't like mess up the mask, get all over my face, you know, or if it does get all over my face, like nobody's gonna see it because it's clear. But I just love it. It's more of a balm than a gloss, but it's shiny enough so that it does something. So that was a really great and one of my most used, to the point where I don't have the clear one anymore. I need to reorder my most used. I also loved, but I don't think I have one that I also used just as much as the gloss, was the Beautycounter lip gloss in Quartz Shimmer. It's just like a clear but very sparkly gloss. So if I wanted to be like little more extra than the gloss, I would wear that, or I kind of just alternated the two. But it was just, again, a clear gloss that I could wear with my Grade and Face Glow, and I really enjoyed that. Okay, so on days where that wasn't enough, or like, let's say I was going to brunch, but I was feeling lazy and I didn't want to do like a full face. I just wanted to look like sort of cute, but I didn't want to do full makeup. I feel like I reach for this a lot, surprisingly. This is the Say Beauty Slip Tint. It has SPF 35 in it. So the reason why I say surprisingly is because I'm a die-hard stan for the Ilia tinted moisturizer, the one that comes with the little dropper. I love that stuff. It's SPF 40. The coverage is like kind of light to medium builds. But something about this, it's not as, okay, so it's not as much coverage as the Ilia. So if you love the Ilia and you love how you can build it up to medium coverage, you're not gonna like this. This is like more of a whipped texture than the Ilia, which is liquid. And you're not gonna be able to get like coverage out of it. It's like a very light coverage, but like, I don't know if you can see what it's doing to my hand. It just makes your, like, look at the difference. It just makes your skin look so nice. Like you just went to the spa, and it has a little tint. So it's like a little nicer than just wearing that Grade and Face Glow. So like I said, I would feel comfortable wearing it to like brunch or like a casual date with my husband, etc. But it's just, but it's not, it's still not coverage really. It's just like a very light coverage. So if you like a little more than light coverage, I would say, again, still try the Ilia one. It's amazing. I still have it. I love it. But this is just when you want to do the least, but still look the most. You feel what I'm saying? And I really, really enjoyed this. I wear shade 7. I love it. It's great. I used the crap out of it. And I still have a ton left. Whew. And I'm knocking stuff over. Okay, let's get on with some stuff. All right, let's say I was going out and I actually did want to wear more makeup. These are the things I use. Now, I will prerequisite this next thing with saying that the only reason this is in here in this video as most worn is because the other foundation that I was going to tell you guys about is from Vapor Beauty. And as you guys know, Vapor Beauty unfortunately has closed since just recently. I was an ambassador for them this year and I was kind of devastated, honestly. It's really sad. It's such a great company, but they closed. And so I had to think of, well, what was the other foundation I used as much? And also something that had similar coverage. And it was this one. This is the RMS Beauty Re-Evolve Natural Finish Foundation. I like the container a lot. You like kind of twist it and then the little thing comes up, and then this is refillable, so you can just buy the refill. So I do really like that concept. I wear the Natural Re-Evolve foundation in shade 66. However, I'm definitely losing this tan, so I might go a shade up. This is really, really nice. It's very similar to the other foundation. This is going to give you medium to slightly full coverage. It's not going to give you full coverage. But it's more of like a medium to full coverage. You guys know how much I love like the Beautycounter foundation, for instance, which is light to medium. So you're gonna get a little more coverage than you would get with the Beautycounter Skin Twin with this, but it's not gonna be like full pancake makeup. I really did like this, and I have been using it quite a bit, especially since they were closed, because I love their foundation too. But the one caveat I will say about this foundation is, it's not a caveat, it's just like a usage thing. This foundation is like oil based, so you need to use something oil based underneath or use their primer. Honestly, I love primers and I use them on clients all the time, but personally, I use them every once in a while. Like, I'm not a primer chick. And that's just because I keep up on my skincare. So makeup usually works really well without primer on my skin. But I did notice, and this is quite common for most foundations, usually if they're oil based, they work better with an oil layer underneath. And if they're water based, they work better with like a moisturizer underneath. So this foundation, when I first tried it, I used a moisturizer underneath and I did not like how it looked. I felt like it looked really cakey and very makeup-y, and I didn't like that. But I did look at the ingredients and I was like, oh, it's oil-based, which I should have known because our most RMS stuff is like oil-based. And so I tried it with a face oil underneath. So I just did my regular skincare, and instead of using like a face cream, I use just an oil, or you can take a face cream and add some oil to it and then put this on, or they have a primer too that works well under this. And when I did that, I loved it. And it doesn't affect the makeup, meaning like it doesn't make the makeup break down faster. Like I have this foundation on right now and I've had it on for like 7 or 8 hours, and I have not had to touch up the makeup or anything like that. So I think that it wears really long too. It's just that you need to use an oil base with it. And if you do that, this is a very nice foundation. Okay, so we have 2 more most used products. This, I mean, it looks most used. I probably should have cleaned it, sorry. This is the Tower 28 Cream Blush in Beach Please, which is the type of product. The cream blushes are called Beach Please, and the color is called Power Hour. I am shocked, you guys, that this is not hit pan, because I have used the living crap out of this blush. It is gorgeous. Like, look at the color. It's just like a perfect color. It's not too warm, not too cool, not too boring, neutral. And the texture of these, even though they're cream, they kind of go on, I don't know how to explain it, almost like a perky gel. It's just so easy to use. Like, I feel like, you know, I try to follow the makeup rules. Like if I'm, you know, putting on my foundation, I try to put, if you're using liquids or creams, you always want to add liquids and creams on top, then set them with powder. But sometimes I be forgetting, okay? So sometimes I'll like finish my complexion and then set my makeup and then be like, oh no, I have to use a powder blush. I'm not into powder blush at all anymore. I just feel like it clings to my pores. But this always comes through. Like I can put this right on top of my set makeup and cheeks are fire. I would love to get some more colors of these. I actually think I might add this to my pro kit because I love it so much. because I just think it would be like a really quick thing. Like if I have a client that's like in a hurry, this is gonna work. It works on almost everybody, and it's so easy to use. The only thing I don't like is I think, you know, this packaging is kind of, it could be more glamorous, but I absolutely love it. I do like, even though the packaging is very basic, I do like that you can see what it is. So like if you end up getting more, I only have one of these, but if I ended up getting more colors, it's really easy to pull. But absolutely freaking love this. Okay, and the last most used makeup products, oh no, there's two more. The last two are eyes. So this is my most used eyeshadow palette. This is a Z palette from Red Apple lipstick. So Red Apple Cosmetics. So they have like their individual pans, and then you can use a Z palette, and this is their own like specialty Red Apple Z palette. They let me pick some colors from the brand to try, and I already did a Is It Black Girl Friendly featuring Red Apple lipstick. It's totally underrated OG clean beauty brand. If you're like a MAC eyeshadow girl and you want to switch, I highly suggest these. This would make your transition to clean beauty super easy, because they're just as good. I actually like them better than MAC eyeshadows. But the colors are just, this is like a perfect pan for me. Obviously you can build your own, but I just love that I have all these like neutrals. Like these are all matte, so it's really easy to do, like to shape my eye. I have hooded eyes, so I need like a color in my crease. So I have all these choices here. I can also use this one on my lid if I just want to do a matte. Then I have like this pretty metallic, but it's not too over the top. Let me show you the color. Like, look how pretty. Like super, super natural. If I want to do like a natural eye, I could just do one of these in the crease, that on my lid, I'm done. But I also like that I have these two bright pops of color, because for me, I always like to have the option of having a little fun. And these are both so pretty. This one's actually not that bright. It's more of like a sheer purple, like a sheer dusty purple, which is really pretty. This one is bright, and I love it. But I like having these options. I also like having this kind of, it's like a dark purpley brown, so I can use this as a liner. And also I like mixing these. So like if I do this as my liner with a brush, and then I want a little more fun to it, I can add this right on top. These are just so easy to use. You can use them wet, dry. I also used my, what are they called? My Levina palettes a ton this year personally on myself, but I think I use this the most because it's just so easy. It's an easy go-to. If you've never built your own pan, I can, or if you need help, I can help you with Red Apple, but I highly suggest you have something that you can build. And also the size of this, anytime I traveled this year, I just took this because it's so small and easy to carry. I have 2 spaces here, so I might fill those in this year. But honestly, yeah, this has been like a workhorse. Every time I travel, anytime I'm in a hurry and I don't know what makeup look I want to do, I just grab this palette, and it's just so easy to work with. Okay, the last thing is this. This is a mascara. This is the Beautycounter Think Big Better Black mascara, and it has like those kind of plasticky, grippy, well, maybe not plastic, but rubber grippy teeth. Can you see that? This has just been so nice. This is for if you want dramatic lashes. I don't actually see the point of wearing mascara if you're not gonna have big lashes. That's just like a personal thing of mine. Obviously in my pro kit, I carry different mascaras for those who want almost nothing and something in between and then something dramatic. But personally, if I'm gonna wear mascara, I wanna see it, I want it to be big, I want it to be black, I want to have lots of volume and lots of length, and this gets the job done. I tried a bunch of mascaras, as I do every year, and I do still want to do a mascara roundup for you guys, but truth, I redesigned my studio space here, and I can't find the bag where all the mascaras are. So when I find that, I will do that roundup for you guys. But this has been a game changer. Out of all the mascaras that I used this one the most because it always got the job done. And when you're in a hurry, especially, which for some reason I'm always in a hurry, when I'm doing my makeup, this just builds so fast. And it's so black, and you know, like it works for every skin tone. Like if I have a really deep skin client, it doesn't look gray, it's like super dark. Builds to a nice voluminous texture. It's just great. I should stop talking about it. I'm getting too chatty, but I love it. And it was definitely my most used. I went through several tubes of it, which for me is a big deal because because I do the mascara battle every year. I try a lot of different mascaras and I hardly ever reorder, you know, until the next year when it's something I know I like, but I love this one so much that I had to break that rule. So, okay guys, so those were my most worn makeup items of 2022. Let me know what you guys rocked and used the most of 2022, and I'll see you in 2023. Happy New Year.